Playing boys are here.
Oh yeah, this garbage.
The Playing boys are here. The night of the WNBA draft. Shout out to all the ladies who have been picked. It is now the third round, so the draft is just about over. So hopefully you're here with us. Welcome. The floor is yours. The full crew is here. Bryan, Timmy, Sean, Tony, and we are going to talk about these playing games because that's what's happening over the next couple of days. We have no NBA games tonight on Monday. And Sean is also going to introduce a game, which I'm going to have him explain shortly so that people watching this could play along. We're obviously going to play. It's a fantasy draft, and Timmy knows this from our Bahama Rican boys days. I love drafting things. Love, love, love drafting things. Don't care what it is. Thanksgiving foods, whatever. Don't give a shit. We have playing matchups. We're going to talk about that. Sean, first, give us the game because I want to know the rules so I can mentally prepare because I'm also super competitive and I don't want to lose. So what are the rules for this that we have to know?
All right, so what we're going to do is we'll post this on Twitter shortly after the show so you guys can join in. Ethan has promised us some prize. I don't know if it's going to be prize pick promo funds or it's going to be some 5 Reasons gear or maybe like season tickets to the Heat. I don't know. I don't know what Ethan's promising, but he's going to hook you guys up. The rules are very simple. I put them up on the screen for those of you that are watching. I'll read them just in case this goes on the pod feed. Basically, what we are doing is we are going to draft. You guys have it easier than us because you're just picking 6 players. We're going to draft against each other. We're going to draft 6 players. We'll do a snake draft. The scoring is very simple. 1 point for a point, rebound, or an assist. So guy finishes with 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. That player gets you 30 points for that game. The key in picking your players is that you're going to pick 6, and when they are eliminated, they can no longer help your team. So there is some strategy in terms of you may pick somebody, and if they get eliminated in the first round, they no longer will get points. It may be a lesser player that their team goes all the way through the finals. They would accumulate more points than a player that is maybe a star on a team that doesn't go as far. So, and that rhymed. I got bars. Man.
Yeah.
I should drop a diss track or something.
I'll leak it.
But we're going to do that. We before we started recording, I did randomize the draft order. I had my my impartial observers, Tony and Timmy, with me, and the draft order for us is Bryan is first, Tony is second, Timmy's third, and I am fourth. I'll put that up on the screen when we're ready to roll with that.
Okay, great. First, we'll talk about the playing games. I may have you explain all that again later, just in case we have late arrivers, I'm not going to make a joke. Let's go into the playing games. We'll start with the Western Conference because we're going to talk about the East, but the West is tomorrow, and the West is a little bit more pressing. We have Lakers-Pelicans, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We have Warriors-Kings at 10 p.m. Eastern right after that. Lakers-Pelicans, the winner of that is going to face the Denver Nuggets, so congratulations to the winner, which, might be the Lakers in my opinion. And then we have the Warriors-Kings, who will play the loser of Lakers-Pelicans in order to get that 8th spot, and they're going to see the Oklahoma City Thunder in round 1. We'll explain the East in a little bit, but we're going to spend a few minutes on the West here. Where do we want to go with this? I'll toss it to you first, Tony. You look especially eager here, and saying that with sarcasm. I don't know if Tony wants to be here at all, but Lakers, Pelicans, Warriors, Kings. What are your observations?
First of all, I'm a general manager. All right, this is my general manager house. That's first things first. Secondly, I'm always happy to be here. I'm just a little tired because my kids don't want to go to sleep. But thirdly,
Timmy knows about this life.
Let's start at the top. Why not start with Lakers Pelicans? How often do you have a play-in game? First of all, it's only been around for 2 years. But how often do you have a play-in game where the matchup just literally happened to end the regular season? You have that with Suns Mavs in round 1.
I guess it was the Suns.
And that's awesome, man. And so now you can really look at this matchup and play the chess game of how you're going to make adjustments from what just happened to try and on both sides of the ball, because now you have a little more nicked up and bruised up Anthony Davis, even though it seems like he's going to be a go. But that game's going to be really interesting to me because I think whoever goes on to play the Warriors, as a spoiler, whoever goes on to play the Warriors, it's going to have heavy implications on if the Warriors are going to be able to make it into a playoff this year or not. So I'm locked into that one, man. I can't wait to see how the Pelicans respond because it looks like they don't have an option but to launch threes around the Lakers defense. And I don't know if that changes. But if Anthony Davis isn't healthy, all of a sudden Zion has better rim runs and he can be an offensive player again. Because they limited him to what, like 10 points? 12 points?
Before they give him a whiplash.
So
The Lakers be punking them dudes in New Orleans.
It's rough. They're bigger, more physical, and way more experienced. And it just doesn't seem like the wings for New Orleans really want to engage with intent, like to score. So if that happens again, they're going to kick them down. And now they have a huge size advantage against like the Warriors or the Kings, where Sabonis is kind of playing 4-on-5. See how this plays out, but I can't wait to watch that one because it's a back-to-back, basically. That's exciting.
Timmy, are we just staring down the barrel of Warriors versus Pelicans because the Lakers are going to win this game? Or do you think something else is going to happen with these playing matchups out west?
Before we go there, I want to bring up what was the talk of the town earlier, right? And I think it was I can't remember who brought it up, but basically, the Lakers are in their mind favored against the Thunder. They themselves believe that they can beat the Thunder. Nobody thinks they could beat the Nuggets. So there, and Bryan, I know you feel very strongly about this.
What do
You do not play with the basketball gods.
Oh, yes.
You never go against the basketball gods.
Looking at you, Cleveland.
You're talking about Greenberg, Timmy.
Looking at you, Cleveland.
You never go against the basketball gods. So they're saying maybe the Lakers should just throw the Pelicans game.
They're not going to do that.
To avoid that seed. And then go against the Warriors and the Kings. I, for one, think that's stupid.
If I was using the Lakers in 2K, I would simulate the game and make the other team win so that I can play the Thunder in round 1. But this is not 2K, so in real life you don't mess with the gods.
I think you just get in where you fit in. 1 and 2. I think Curry is going to have a very long rest in time for his first and only Olympics. I think Zion is going to do very nasty things to the Warriors front court. I don't think that the Warriors are going to make it out of the play-in. I think that when the Lakers beat the Pelicans, Zion and B.I. and CJ and Trey and JV and Nance and those guys are going to do very nasty things to the Warriors.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I just don't see them being able to contain Zion. Like Draymond is going to foul out. Wiggins, what is happening? Happy birthday again? I don't know.
StreamYard got to stop that shit, man.
It's like 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, but I don't see the Pelicans pushing the playoffs. I don't see the Kings or the Warriors having enough size, defense, shooting to keep up with the Pelicans. Like, BI has an extra, 2 days? The rest of the ankle after testing it against the game. I think BI comes back stronger. I do think it was people saying, "Oh, why did he come back?" I think it was good for him to try to get some reps in the last game before coming back for the playing game. I still think the Lakers have their number, but yeah, Zion is going to bully the Warriors.
Sean, give your thoughts, and then we'll give. I know people want Heat Sixers, right? So we'll get to that immediately after Sean talks, and I'll probably give you 30 seconds on this as well.
Western side, both games should be very competitive. If you're looking gambling wise, you have a 1-point spread and a 2.5-point spread. I think the Pelicans win. I think
against who?
I'm talking Pelicans against Lakers.
You think the Pelicans are going to beat the Lakers?
I think so. I know the Lakers have been playing better, but I think the Pelicans are going to show up. That would move the Lakers into that next game. I would like to see Lakers-Warriors. I'd also like to see the Kings just put the damn Warriors out of their misery, and so we're done with them. But I'm going to say let's get Lakers-Warriors elimination game on Thursday night? And I think the Lakers win. I think the Lakers will be the 8 seed. It could go either way. I agree, that the Lakers, obviously, their experience, their size could go up against that Pelicans team. But I've been a fan of the Pelicans, even though they've kind of, they've kind of stumbled a little bit as we've went through that last stretch. But I think that's how it's going to play out in the West. I do think it's interesting whoever gets the 8 seed. I think they have better chance than what they have against the 2 seed. But we'll see how it plays out. I think they're all going to be good games.
I can, in good conscience, pick the Pelicans against the Lakers. Now, it's a pick 'em line, betting wise. Very interesting. Very interesting that that's the case. But I just can't do it because of what I've seen. LeBron sunning Zion Williamson. I do think the Pelicans get that 8 spot, though. I think they'll beat whoever of Warriors Kings advances. Let's go to the Eastern Conference. Let's talk Heat Sixers. Because that's really what we want to talk about. I don't know if we're going to spend a whole lot on Hawks Bulls. We may and we may have to, depending on how Wednesday night goes. But we have Heat Sixers. It's what people have been hoping for / dreading / whatever over the last several weeks. The Heat are back in the play, and the Sixers are in the play, and they're playing each other. And the winner is going to face the Knicks, and the loser is going to face the Boston Celtics. And I can't help but feel like this team in Miami is headed toward yet another playoff matchup with the Boston Celtics. But we can unpack this right now. I think, first of all, Sixers 4-ish point favorites. Was 4, moved to 4.5. It's been fluttering around there. Curious to see if it's going to be in that 5 spot. Don't trust either team tremendously in a 1-game sample size, but I'd be more worried about the Heat, given I don't even know who's going to show up for this team. So, Tony, where are we at with this playing game? Sixers Heat. And you specifically, I mean, you're a Heat fan. Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you anxious? Are you I don't know. Are you emotionless heading into this, given that this team they may have numbed you the entire year with their play?
Yeah, it's closer to that. You have a calm. I think, if you like the team, I don't know how many people still do in the modern era, but if you like the team, you have a calm confidence because there's no one left in the Eastern Conference that you haven't been battle tested against in the playoffs. Boston extremely well. Philadelphia now extremely well. The Knicks, we're learning. It's a series that scares me a little more than the others. And Cleveland, really well. The Bucks, well. The players and the characters are all the same. Different lineups, different rotations, different schematics, but tendencies and how they get into guys and what to do to slow down their offense and what hand to drive them to and what direction that you want to send them off of the pick and roll. Like, that shit hasn't changed primarily. And the Heat and Sixers, whatever the point spread is, take the points. Just take it, because this game is going to be muddy and ugly and disgusting, and that's Heat Sixers, and that's how it always is. If you're worried about 1-game sample size, I mean, they're just going to adjust defensively to match up with whatever the Sixers are doing and pray that if they get in the hole that Jimmy can get them out of it. So that's the only way that the point spread doesn't cover, if they go down early and then they get jumped on. But otherwise, it's going to be a game, man. And it always is. Heat Sixers is bloody.
I said on Twitter, if you get playoff Jimmy, he win this game. If you get jump past Jimmy, he lose this game. It's very simple to me, Timmy. This is very, very simple to me. And I want to lob to you this. Does the slam cover make you nervous? Yet another media opportunity for Jimmy Butler.
Yes. I am terrified. I am terrified. When I saw that, I was hoping it was bomb. I'm like, that's not bomb. I was terrified, Bryan. I literally woke up in
a cold sweat.
In a cold sweat, like Wade and Katie. I was terrified that Jimmy is now talking that talk. But it's my time of the year. Boy, what? We are in the play-in. What are you talking about?
Listen, I just saw, and people, please comment please comment how the slam cover made you feel. Because when I saw that he was on a slam cover, I was like, Jesus Christ.
I was like, no.
I was like,
The
boy.
limited edition cover is bad, right? Like the gold one, that one sucks.
Yeah, I like the other one better.
I like the other one.
They did a collab post and everything. Slam commenting on Jimmy
So
Butler's
what I
post.
actually want to happen? Like, I want them. If playoff Jimmy doesn't show up tomorrow, I want us to
Wednesday.
get 8 seed on Wednesday. Sorry, and
I better hope he don't show up tomorrow. You need him Wednesday.
I want Boston to sweep the Miami Heat. If Jimmy F's around tomorrow, Wednesday, if he F's around, I want him to find out, and I want him to get swept.
Sean, were you made nervous by the slam cover? Is this a bad omen? Is this stupidly locked in vibes? Is this or is this we're gonna get back to the finals vibes, and then they basically get back to the finals even when nobody believes they're gonna get back to the finals? Not to say that they're gonna get back to the finals, but you know where I'm going here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's been doing a lot of media stuff, and I know people will
A lot. He
right.
is cashing out before it's all over.
He was a star in the finals. This is how it goes.
But yeah, this is. Ooh, it's a lot of Jimmy Butler, man. Ooh, it's a lot of Jimmy.
Hulu.
So, yeah, I mean, he's doing everything, which is what it is. Like Ethan says,
Sean, they gave him Will Smith's Butler.
I mean, look, is it comparable to Tyler Hero going to too many music festivals? Is this what we're at? Like, is that the comp from 2021? I think is when that was.
People should know I'm being facetious. I'm not alarmed by that or whatever.
Look,
Lou comments here. The only thing that affected the 2021 was short off season. Hey, I was the person that made that point up and down on Twitter, on whatever outlets I was writing on. Like, you have a 7-week off season. Yes, everybody got smoked that was in the bubble, got smoked the following year in the playoffs. None of them won a game in round 2.
Ethan has made the point a bunch of times. There's a lot of worse things that they could be doing than doing media and filming commercials. So, ultimately, it is what it is. In terms of the game, today was day 1 of my war here in Philadelphia, fighting for my life.
That's right.
Wawa, all those different types of things. I jokingly, I said, if we lose on Wednesday, I'm going to move across the river to Camden. Camden's not nice, so I wouldn't want to do that. But I just couldn't live in it. I can't wear my Heat stuff out. For a year, I will have people harassing me when I've been the person that harasses them for the last 2 years after we kicked their ass in 6 games. And, you can make the jokes about them not making it past the second round but once in 50 years and all that stuff. So I'll be there. Ethan hooked me up with a media credential. Last time I was there, we lost. The previous 2 games I saw against Philly, we won. I just want to win. I don't care. I don't want to play the Knicks, but I just don't want to lose to Philly. And if you lose and you play the Celtics, I mean, we can start planning our off-season pods for about 10 days from now. So I think we have a puncher's chance in a 1-game playoff where you have an extra day of rest. You got Spo in there. He can scheme. Maxey scares the hell out of me. Joel, I'm more worried about Maxey than I am Joel, to be honest with you.
Fox, DeLon Wright better play some minutes. This is what he was signed for.
I agree. I do also think DeLon Wright is viewed in our fan base as he's kind of like the backup quarterback. He's really good until he actually gets out there. But yeah, I do agree though. I mean, just because of the situation of his perimeter defense and the guys that we're probably starting, especially if Duncan's not out there, you have Caleb, but do you start Caleb? How do you change the lineups?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
the way he's been playing, no.
Yeah.
Kevin Love is the question mark.
That's a big one.
That's the big one. Yeah, because
for this game specifically, it's very huge.
You need meat.
Wow. Say it, Bryan. Say the 2 words that you need to say right now.
Hey, yo.
Say the 2 words.
No, what are the 2 words? Which ones?
Pause. Just pause. Just say pause.
That's what I'm saying. That's 1 word.
An N and a D. First word N, last
no
D.
Diddy.
I don't say that shit.
You're from New York.
No, we say the other one, but you can't say that no more.
Look,
Facts.
oh yeah, don't say that.
You can't say that anymore. It's a different
They
time.
probably start Haywood. I would start Haywood and just sell out.
Sean, you wouldn't start Haywood?
Nope.
Okay.
You got a better screen navigator to deal with that DHO?
Well, I mean, what they normally do is they put Jimmy on him.
Yeah, I mean,
Put
that's
Jimmy
okay too. That's fine. I honestly, you just have to get somebody that can blow up that DHO action a couple times.
If Jimmy has not been all defense, Jimmy, this year, really, but like he hasn't been there lately.
Quick prediction, and then I'll shut up about the 76ers.
Sure.
It's going to be keep those two guys in front of you. Don't let Joel have driving lanes, which means Tobias Harris is going to get so many goddamn shots. And that's
I'm Batum.
And Batum, and it will swing that way. I know people are talking about Kyle Lowry, but I don't think the ball touches Kyle's hands too many times unless it's a broken rotation and he gets it at the top. Like Tobias is going to get so many shots, in this game, and that'll be the winner or loss to me.
So Kevin Love, we don't know. Duncan Robinson, TBD. Terry Rozier is a big one for me.
I don't think he plays.
Yeah, it's not sounding.
Hey, look, he hurt his neck, right? Like you think all this, when he does that it's too much. I don't know. This is my opinion.
Listen, I'm surprised Jalen Brunson.
Strong.
I'm surprised Jalen Brunson's made it through the whole season healthy, given all the herky jerky shit he does. Like every game I watch Jalen Brunson, I worry that he's gonna like tear something. Every single game. Because he does it so fast or whatever, he's gonna give himself whiplash. I think they can win this game. It's a 1-game sample. It's March Madness. It is what it is.
Does anyone even care about the Hawks and Bulls playing?
All right, we'll do Hawks Bulls real quick.
DeMar DeRozan legacy game.
We'll do Hawks Bulls real quick. Timmy, who do you think is going to win the game? Quickly, just one word.
Bulls.
Okay, Tony.
They're kind of good. The Bulls. They're weirdly
Sean.
good.
I don't even care. Bulls.
I say Bulls also, and we have recapped Hawks Bulls. Okay. Last thing on Heat Sixers, so that we could play the game. They need to defend at a high level, or they have no shot. And that's just every game for the rest of the season. They need to defend at a high level. Like Bam got roasted by Embiid, not just him by himself, others too, but last time they played each other, and that typically doesn't happen. Like I took Embiid's under and it actually almost hit because they went on a run without him and he wasn't there for a while. But I don't know if you want to do that, Tony. With me on this program, I don't know if you want to do that, but okay. I think Embiid, they need to figure out how to neutralize him still. I know you're worried about Maxey more. I would be too, but you can't let Embiid go off either in a 1-game sample. But yes, Maxey is somebody that you're going to need. And I think DeLon Wright's going to be useful. I think Haywood Highsmith is going to be useful, even though, it'd be more useful if he hits his corner threes consistently, which, he's been playing better as of late. And Caleb has to show up because Caleb has not looked extension worthy as of late. Go ahead, Sean.
I was going to say, I think the key is and we've done a lot of things, different coverages on Embiid. If you can get away with Bam on Embiid, and I think he has to mirror his minutes, especially if Kevin Love can't go out there. Not that Kevin Love could stop Embiid, but you can't go out there with Thomas Bryant, Orlando Robinson. I've seen or heard people talking about just going small and going Jovic or Haywood and trying to space them. I just don't think our offense is good enough. Like that works in theory if you're the Warriors. It doesn't work in theory if you're the Miami Heat. And I agree wholeheartedly with what you said about the defense. You have to keep that game at like 110, 115 or lower, or you're done. And on offense, you got to score at least 105 or you're done. Like this game's going to be slow paced. The total is 207.5. That's low. I think it's the top 2 defensive teams since like the All-Star break or somewhere in that area. Slow pace, grind it out. That's Miami Heat basketball. But you have a Sixers team that's won 10 games in a row. So it's not going to be an easy game.
the team that the trendy teams to pick right now are Philly and Dallas in each conference in terms of who's going to make a run. It's been Philly. More so now that Giannis Antetokounmpo is hurt for we don't know how long, but it's a calf injury and those are tricky, and he might miss the beginning of the Pacers series. So a lot of people are saying that they think the Pacers are going to win this series now, despite them being heavy underdogs. Comments on Heat Sixers? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some comments on Heat Sixers because before we pivot to the game, which we're going to do in literally a couple of minutes. Comments on Heat Sixers, fresh ones, etc. Questions also on Heat Sixers, because I know that's the game that most people are intrigued by. To me, it's the most interesting play-in game that there is right now, along with Lakers Pelicans. So I feel like I have a pretty decent indication on how that's going to go. So comments, questions, etc. on Sixers Heat predictions as well. And the winner and the loser gonna have a tough series in the first round. I'll tell you that.
Somebody
Austin says
said Patty Mills should play more. Please block that person.
That's what happens when you spend way too much money or too much time on playback. Is it eats away at your brain and you think
it just gets you.
Yeah, that's
too many bets on EuroLeague baseball, man.
R.I.P. Matt Hannafin.
I wouldn't play Patty Mills. I don't think.
No.
I just wouldn't do it. I would lean defense. I'll win a game. I told you, like, I don't care. Not that I don't care about offense, but I don't care about having to, like, I don't need 5 creators out there. I'll win a game 70-66. I don't give a shit.
Tell that the Spo last year who was starting Max Strus for creation.
Well, let me ask this. And I know there's a couple injuries that we're not sure about. How many guys do you play? Like, you got to make this almost like a playoff rotation, but who do you cut minutes from? Like, Jaime was there for a couple of weeks where you were kind of like, yeah, he's going to get squeezed out. Haywood had his moments where he was going to get squeezed out. Caleb Martin is now the guy that's not playing well, but you're not squeezing him out of the rotation.
No, you're not. But who starts? Okay, who starts then? Tyler's starting. He has to at this point because Terry Rozier is out. Duncan Robinson's out. Well, both of them may play. I think one of those guys, if they play, Duncan, I think if he plays, he may not start. Terry, I think, might. But I think Tyler's going to go, Jimmy, Bam. What do you do beyond that? Jovic, who's the 5th guy? It's not Caleb to me. I think they might go Caleb, but it's not Caleb to me.
Silence.
Y'all are scared. Y'all are scared.
See the first one?
Donut Dan says Haywood, Highsmith, or DeLon Wright. Boy,
See,
I might go Haywood, but I don't feel great about it.
To me, I just don't think the payoff is enough. Like, yes, they are better defenders, but you're losing your offense and you're not going to have enough offensive production. I know Haywood has been making shots, but like, that's what worries me more. I think you can get away with your poorer defenders and still defend at a high enough level. But if you don't put guys out there that can put the ball in the basket, especially if Jimmy is not playing Jimmy Buckets playoff basketball, curtains.
I think Spo is going to go with Caleb, as Matt says in the comments here. I think it's going to be Hero, Caleb, Jimmy, Jovic, Bam to start. I may go with.
She has to be out there.
I may go with Highsmith over Caleb personally, but I get it, right? And people may say, oh, but Highsmith is a 4, He's 6'5". You know what I mean? Like in 2011, he's a shooting guard. He's only a 5 because all the 4s now are like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". Not all of them, but you get what I'm saying. All right, let's assume it's Caleb because it's probably going to be Caleb, at least for Spo, because he trusts dudes. He trusts certain dudes. Off the bench is who? Highsmith. He's playing. I'm playing DeLon Wright. I absolutely am playing DeLon Wright for this matchup. You know, he like somebody gotta bang knees with Tyrese Maxey. You know what I'm saying? Like,
If Duncan's playing, Duncan plays. If Kevin's healthy, Kevin's playing.
yes, this is
can't
assuming
imagine-
Love. This is with Love, Duncan, Terry Rozier out.
Jaime.
Jaime's playing. Highsmith is playing.
So right there, Donut Dan's comment, Haywood, DeLon, Kevin, Jaime. That's, I would assume, in Donut Dan's comment, he's assuming that Duncan's not playing in that. So
But
that's
that Kevin
9.
is.
Duncan would be 10. And that's obviously assuming that Terry's not playing, because then if you use those 4, now you're at 11. You're not, there's no way. I just cannot imagine. This takes all those guys being healthy, which I don't think is going to happen either. Suppose not playing 11 guys in a closeout game.
No,
He's playing 8.5. Realistically, he might play 9 dudes, like 10, 12. He's playing 8.5 because that 9th guy is gonna get like maybe a single digit amount of minutes.
I don't think DeLon gets the minutes people thinks he's gonna get.
Me neither, but I would do it for this matchup. I wouldn't play him in. I don't think you need him as much in the Bulls game. Like
If Terry's there, DeLon won't see that floor.
Well, I was actually gonna say
agree. I'm
Haywood.
playing. I'm saying with Terry out.
Haywood.
If you're going to play DeLon, give DeLon Haywood's minutes, because Haywood's not as good on those quick guards. I want Haywood on a Tatum. I want Haywood on your bigger wings. But a quick, speedy guard like Maxey, first of all, we don't have anybody that can stay with him. Like, who possibly is going to stay in front
You
of him?
got to blow up the action before it happens. Yeah.
Our best options, I agree, are Caleb and DeLon Wright. But there's an offensive consequence that goes along with playing those guys, especially DeLon. I said this on one of the 5 on the floors. I don't know if Bryan was with us, but I said Spo has a lot of options. He doesn't have a lot of answers.
Yeah, I mean, look, the team is deep, but they're not like.
That's his second bar today. It's his second one.
Killing it out here.
Should we start the game, or do we have anything left on this? Haywood Highsmith on Kelly Oubre. Colton Schwab says.
We
No disrespect to Kelly Oubre, but
make sure you look in the chat. Tony just sent us a message, so we might have to adjust a little bit, but
yeah. No disrespect to Kelly Oubre.
Hold on.
I'm putting Haywood Highsmith on. No, I put him on Kelly Oubre instead of Tobias Harris.
He's staying down, so I might be able to do this.
Yeah, you'll be fine, Tony. You'll be fine.
We'll go quick. So
my face is covered.
Huh? Well, hey man, hold on a second. I tweeted this out a little bit ago. I'll go through the rules again, and then we'll get this thing flowing. So 5 reasons. Floor is yours. Sorry. Floor is yours fantasy game. Basically, we're going to be picking 6 guys. We're going to do this draft style. You guys have the advantage. If you want to respond in that thread, you just pick 6 people. You get a point for every point, rebound, or assist. Very easy scoring for every game that those players are in through the NBA Finals. The key is, obviously, if you pick someone that gets eliminated, you will no longer get points. So if you pick Trae Young, he might have 2 really good games or 1 really good game, but if he gets eliminated, he can't get you any more points. So there's some strategy in having guys that are going to see, towards the end and that are going to put up points. And then we'll get you the winner will get a prize from Ethan, and all you have to do is respond on the thread on my Twitter, @SRochesterNBA. It's been retweeted by 5 Reasons and 5 on the Floor. We randomized our bracket. Or not our bracket. I'm still in March Madness mode. We randomized the draft order. The draft order went Bryan, Tony, Timmy, and me. We'll snake it 6 rounds. Very, very simple stuff. Bryan is on the clock.
Nikola Jokic. Timmy flipped me off. Like, I ain't wasted no time. Listen, this is like fantasy to me. And y'all know I'm a psychotic fantasy basketball player.
Tatum.
All right, Tony.
Tatum.
Really?
Say it again.
Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Ugh. Let us know who y'all think people should be picking, but don't tip people off too much.
Timmy.
Luka.
Rolling the dice, baby. Rolling the dice.
Even if he loses in the first round, he's gonna put up enough stats to hold me over.
All right, I got 2.
We can't think too much because that's bad. That's bad audio.
I got it. I'm gonna go with. We'll go with Jalen Brunson.
Oh
And
boy,
then
he
my
might lose in
final-
the. He might lose in the first round, Sean.
That's
Yeah.
a-
Really
that's a
wanna
good-
do that. But I'm gonna go with.
Not to the Heat.
I didn't want to take this guy. All right, I'm gonna go with Jamal Murray.
Oh boy. Hopefully,
Aaron Gordon.
he's
Aaron
healthy.
Gordon. Aaron Gordon.
Okay.
What the fuck? Okay.
He took a risk. He's taking a short thing. I understand it. I understand it.
Tony.
All right.
Paul George.
Okay. Bryan.
I don't like this, but I'm gonna do it. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's a risk.
Yes, it is.
A risk.
This next one. Oh, these motherfuckers. I'm gonna get Kristaps Porzingis, but my God, I don't trust them dudes.
Just to note, you also don't get points when players are injured. I didn't.
Yeah, I'm worried about that. But hey, dog, them dudes should make it to the finals, but we'll see.
Them dudes.
We'll see.
Uh,
That was a long-term play.
I got a fun one. Give me Paolo Banchero.
Okay.
Orlando Magic.
Atman.
All right. I was gonna think about this guy, and I didn't want to take him. I was hoping that somebody would take him.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah. I'm gonna go Jaylen Brown. And man,
I know what you're gonna do, and you're not gonna. You don't want to do it, but you're gonna do it.
I don't know. What does that mean? Who do you think I'm gonna take?
I can't say because I might take this person.
Okay. All right.
DeMar DeRozan.
I was trying to think of another player with the letter J in their name to keep up my trend, but I don't have that. So I am going to go with Kyrie.
Oh,
Nice.
and we both like
Nice.
Dallas to make the Western Conference Finals, I suppose.
Derek White.
Wow.
It's interesting because
Ooh.
you can kind of lean into and see who people obviously think are going to go further.
Yeah, I like that a
Mhm.
lot. Yeah, go ahead, Tony.
Give me Giannis.
It's a good one.
Brave. It can work, but brave.
And I think I spelled Antetokounmpo right.
I think you're missing an N.
I'll come back.
Okay.
Who
Anyways,
cares? We know who it is. We know who it is.
Bryan.
It's fine. Joel Embiid.
All right. Oh, that's where I should have went with the Jays. I forgot about it.
I don't love it, but hey, dog. I'm next again, aren't I?
Mhm.
Yep.
Give me Tyrese Maxey. Just give me them both.
Lots
Tony.
of faith. Lots of faith. The way he was scoring last year, that even if he gets one round, it might help me, man. Give me Devin Booker.
Damn it.
Timmy loves the Suns. The other
Give me-
one's there.
Give me Durant. I wanted Booker though.
We're going through this a lot faster than I thought. This is great.
I know it's not giving me a lot of time to think about stuff. All right, I'm going to do this for the people.
Yeah, one of us has to.
Jim, me, Butler.
One of us has to.
Had the Jays on. Perfect, too. I could have. Damn. All right. You know what? It didn't happen. It didn't happen when we wanted it to, but I'll ride to see if the Bucks can get through. Damian Lillard.
Wow.
Halliburton.
I thought about it because they
That's who
could
I
win
was
that
thinking about there.
series. They could win that
Mhm.
series.
He
They really
might get
could.
enough assists in the one round. You know?
Tony.
PRA, I'm going to take the man who said today he is a Swiss Army knife. He'll do whatever is necessary. Rebound, defend, score. Give me LeBron James.
That was my last pick. That's very sneaky.
Should I take Bam? Should I just take Bam for fun?
I mean, you already said the name. I think by like dominoes rules, you have to take him.
That's crazy that you would.
I'm last, though, so I can do that. Hold on.
What about the assist?
You know what? I'm taking Donovan Mitchell.
Oh,
they should win that series. I don't know if they will because they toyed with the basketball gods, but should. They've had
I think
the playoff
on paper the Magic should win. That's just me though.
Cleveland has the playoff experience and home court advantage, and you're the 4 seed. You should take out the Orlando Magic. I'm not saying they will, but listen, Donovan, you better have a good series.
We have 24 players on our board that we just picked. Notable names that are off. And we obviously have to keep in mind, again, that the process of this game is that once your guys are eliminated, you don't get points. So I think the names that stand out are, we talked about Bam, Kawhi Leonard, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis,
Jesus Christ,
Jalen Williams, if you trust in the Thunder.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox, Cat.
De'Aaron Fox.
Chet's not here.
Sabonis, Rudy Gobert, Zion.
Thinking about like fantasy guys that are good in season-long fantasy, but when you play the game this way, obviously.
Did we do a good job? Commenters, did we do a good job?
It's also interesting. We all clearly have the same kind of idea of teams that are going to make it far.
It makes me worried. That makes me very worried. Yeah. What if the Orlando my concern with the Cavs Magic series is that the Mavs could be like the junior or the Cavs Magic series, that the Magic could be like the junior Knicks and just punk Cleveland again.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I can't. They should win. Cleveland better win that series. So I'm like, listen, Donovan Mitchell, I know you're going to see Jalen Suggs. I know. But like, come on, bro. We're doing PRA here.
It's the thing. Okay.
I want to change my pick, kind of.
The turnover percentage.
And I have the last pick. I should be able to do it.
It's your show, man. we're just here.
It's our show. Get the fuck out of here. What were you saying, Tony?
That turnover percentage with Cleveland scares me because they turn the fucking ball over so much and they run like 40% of their offense through Donovan Mitchell. Like his usage rating is crazy.
Are we going to know the results for this, Sean?
Yeah, I'm going to devote my next 2 months to be scoring this on a Google sheet.
Oh my God. Comments and questions about anything at all before we get out of here. Ask about literally anything. WNBA draft, we saw that happened.
Over 1,000 people watching right now.
We got the NBA, we got the play-in, playoffs, predictions,
thanks, guys.
All these different things. Comments, questions on our way out of here. Let's go. Somebody said, oh, Josh Hart, somebody said that's a good. If you think the Knicks are going to make the Eastern Conference Finals, that's a good one. But like,
yeah, if I had one more pick, he would have been my pick.
Yeah,
because he was healthier than OG,
and he damn sure is going to play 50 minutes in a 48-minute game. That's absolutely going to happen.
The problem is, I think Philly can beat them. I think Miami could beat them. I think the Knicks, if they win that series, I feel like whoever wins that series gets to the conference finals between the Knicks, Sixers.
Yeah, the semis are going to be a wash.
I'm not going that far because injuries, but I think.
Yeah, I mean, if healthy, yeah.
Yeah. What do we think about the Indiana Fever? Or are we done? That's it?
No, I think it's lit for them. It's up. It's up for them. I'm happy for Reese. I hope she makes the team.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark's over under this season is 22.5 points per game. And it's like, bro, do y'all not watch the WNBA? There's like 3 players got that last year and like 1 the year before. Like, Caitlin Clark's going to be damn good, but 22.5 as a rookie, that does not happen in WNBA.
But if she does it, Brian, what's the
rest of the sentence? Is that it?
I'm asking you, what if she does it? What if?
Oh, if she does it, then fuck. Like I'm not putting her in the Hall of Fame, but like you start writing up the paragraph. You know what I mean? You
I
start
bet
making the
you.
plaque.
I bet you if she plays just 5 years, she'll make the Hall of Fame for her importance to like the popularity.
Let's hope
of this
not.
year.
Let's hope
I'm just saying.
let's hope
Man.
let's hope it's not a 5-year.
Watch.
Killer Clark, you're the
That's the
man.
Victor Wembanyama, the WNBA, apparently.
No, we're not doing that.
Like
Victor Wembanyama, you dudes treat this dude like he's some sort of fucking underdog. You know what I mean? He's
there
7
you
foot
go with this
5.
hate, man.
He's 7'5", and we're acting like, oh shit, like like come on,
Nasty.
bro. We know this dude's gonna be great if he's healthy. This is still a big if for me. We know he's gonna be great. Why are we treating him like he's coming from fucking like nothing?
This is Napoleon here, and the Russians are taller and wanting to get over there. That's all this is.
I like the side I'm on in that equation.
Yeah, that's true. He win.
Election season. Go ahead.
Man,
Sean.
we got to close this thing down.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
Sign up for the draft. I put the tweet out there. It's been retweeted. You got until Saturday's games start. Pick your 6 players, win prizes, whatever it is. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Bryan,
Yes.
close out.
Heat +4.5.